In the modern business landscape, movement is constant, but direction is rare. Energy scatters unpredictably as efforts collide without a central logic. Entrepreneurs and managers work under immense pressure, yet their decisions constantly drift. Without a fixed starting point, every move is reactive. This drift makes results impossible to predict. It forces you to increase your daily effort just to maintain your current position, creating a cycle of exhaustion. Growth cannot be built on top of chaos. Unchecked motion eventually reaches a breaking point. Action without executive discipline creates friction, not progress. This makes a rigid framework a requirement, not an option. Within the Alain Hernandez environment, clarity begins by mapping every action to a specific stage in a proven sequence. Every move follows one of 4 paths: start, plan, build, or scale. When the path is linear, decisions hold their weight, and execution moves forward without the need for constant, forced effort. Every journey begins with a clinical assessment of where you stand and what resources you actually have at your disposal. This start phase defines your resource identity, manages your time state, and sets your strategic position before you commit to action. To maintain this level of objectivity, you must adopt the role of the executive authority, the mind that designs and governs the system. This relies on the identity separation doctrine. Isolating the decision-making mind from the working brand turns the business into an optimizable system. With emotional distance established, direction is set on what is proven. Guesswork is replaced by validation. True authority is built by repeating what works and aggressively removing what fails. The executive mind is the engine of all scalable success. In the build phase, the requirement is precision. If the foundation isn't set correctly, the structure will fail under the pressure of real-world demand. You begin by setting identity. This gives the build a clear direction so that early results maintain their meaning as the business grows. Driving function ensures every part of the business performs a specific, measurable role. Holding structure involves engineering frameworks that remain stable even during periods of exponential growth. Finally, owning the system means providing the continuous maintenance required to keep the operation running long after the initial launch. Every component depends on the integrity of the whole interlocking system. Without systematic control, the structure will collapse, wasting the effort put into every previous step. When identity, function, and structure are perfectly aligned, the business enters the scale phase. Operational rhythm becomes steady. Time opens up for the founder, and the pressure of constant effort begins to lift. Leverage allows the system to compound. What is already in place builds on itself, creating progress without the need to start over. This state of friction-free growth is the predictable outcome of an unbroken operational sequence. You have reached the end of the logical progression. Now you must move from understanding the theory into taking structured action. There are 2 paths forward: book executive for direct implementation, or learn authority for executive education. Structure controls everything. It is now your responsibility to define yours.